Thumbs up if you'd like to see me again. It's the return of the king. I am the king. I'm no king. I'm a joker. A shitty one at that. So yeah, I'm back. You know, if you close your eyes, that could be the sound of your mum and dad banging. More shitty videos on the way. Oh dear. So yeah, here we are, back at it again. So let's start it off with our brand new series. It is Football Roast. You know, we take a week in football, we talk about the news and we just roast some of the news and have a bit of fun with it. It's basically your Sunday dose of your football roast. That took me 2 days to come up with that. So what's been happening in the world of football this week? You know, we started off with Daniel Rashford, obviously. Or is it Marcus Rashford? Yes. We started off with Marcus Rashford, who's been doing bits for children this week. Not in the same way that, obviously, Adam Johnson does bits for children. You know. But Marcus Rashford has been pushing through the idea of giving free school meals for children, you know. Something that everybody can get behind, apart from our government, you know. At first, they rejected the idea. Why? Because they're a bunch of cunts. But the social media world obviously kicked off with all of this, and the government realised they were actually being a bunch of cunts, and they soon changed their mind in support of the idea presented by Daniel Rashford. Oh, fuck, Marcus Rashford. And it's a great cause that everyone can get behind it, apart from Katie Hopkins, the world's biggest troll. She looks like a troll, she sounds like a troll, she pretty much is a fucking troll. She went on to say, "Dear Marcus Rashford, do you think women should think about how they're going to feed a child before they decide to have it? I do not want to be paying to feed other people's kids. You are welcome to. Thank you, Katie Hopkins." I don't actually know what's worse, the fact she's so hypocritical, or the fact that someone's ejaculated into this woman 3 times. In other news, the Premier League is back with a bang. It all kicked off in the first game between Villa and Sheffield United, when Sheffield United had a perfectly good goal ruled out after clearly crossing the line. I'm not being funny, even Stevie Wonder could see that was in. So Sheffield United's official Twitter, it really kicked off with this message. The fans in attendance were furious, and Mark Clattenburg looked like a right knob. He later went on to explain his watch wasn't notified of it being a goal until half time in the dressing room. You really couldn't make this shit up. So after the game, Hawkeye published a public apology over the incident, in which they claimed a never seen before error. More like someone forgot to turn the fucking machine on until half time. You had one job. Hector Bellerin's promised to plant 3,000 trees for every Arsenal win. Well, got off to a good start. David Luiz is pushing Katie Hopkins for the world's biggest troll award, so David Luiz started on the bench, pretty much where he belongs. He then comes off for the injured Mari. He then makes a mistake for Sterling's opener, gives away a penalty later in the game, and results in a sending off. A team with 10 men is probably better than a team with David Luiz in it. Arteta said after the game, "My opinion of David Luiz hasn't changed, and it won't change because he had a difficult performance." In other words, he thought he was shit when he first joined, and now he has confirmed how shit he really is. Manchester City eventually won the game 3-0, and they do say some things never change. They've gone from struggling to fill the stadium with fans to now struggling to fill the Zoom board with fans. In other news, Chelsea have officially signed Timo Werner under the noses of Liverpool. Let's be honest, this is not the first time Chelsea have stolen something from Liverpool. News is also coming out that an unknown Premier League team has bid 150 million for João Felix before coronavirus happened. I'm not quite sure what's worse, the team bidding 150 million or Atletico actually rejecting 150 million for João Felix. Arteta has revealed Arsenal's summer transfer plans to improve the squad, and I've actually somehow managed to get hold of those plans, and I'm going to leak some information to you. There's 4 points on there. Number 1, get rid of David Luiz. Number 2, find Mesut Ozil, who's been missing for several years. 3, sell Mesut Ozil. Number 4, in fact, let's just sell the whole fucking team and buy a new one. Richarlison has claimed that Van Dijk is not the best defender in the world. How has he come to that conclusion? I've managed to dribble past him. Well, that being said, it must be fucking true. Paul Pogba was recently pulled over and his car seized by the police for having a French number plate. Thank God this incident didn't happen in America. West Ham have had permission for a bubble machine to be used when the players walk onto the pitch along with their famous song, Forever Blowing Bubbles. I guess they must rename the song now is My Machine is Forever Blowing Bubbles. Oh Jesus, that was a terrible one. I apologise. In European football news, Celta Vigo's backup goalkeeper suffered a long-term injury. They took advantage of La Liga's emergency signing to replace him though, so they signed former striker Nolito. I have not seen so much abuse of the system since I found out that the church priests were touching little boys. 6 of FC Rostov's first team players have tested positive for coronavirus, meaning the whole first team squad must self-isolate. FC Sochi refused to postpone the game however, so Rostov had to field their under-18 squad. Adam Johnson has just turned into FC Rostov's biggest fan. Leroy Sané has decided to join Bayern Munich from Manchester City after rejecting a new contract offer. Manchester City are now looking to replace Sané with a new bench warmer. David Luiz, anyone? And that's pretty much summed up football this week, ladies and gentlemen. So if you did enjoy the episode, please hit the thumbs up button. I will be trying a lot better to make these as good as possible. They're going to be coming every single Sunday, so stay tuned for that. If you did enjoy the episode, please hit the thumbs up button down below and let me know your thoughts on the football news in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time.